Hello everyone. Welcome to Meriakh's Jungle Commentary. I am just a second. Let me get off of this. Oh, come on. I'm just turning off some programs. I don't want my computer to explode on me. What the hell? It might have already exploded. We'll see. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Hurry up and quit. Close. Thank you. Quit. Okay. I'm good. So, anyways. This is another episode of Meriakh's Jungle Commentary. This is not a diamond match. I am not commenting on my own games. I am commenting on, I think it's a bronze game between bronze players. Specifically, Angel of Death, the Jarvan IV in this game, is asking me to review his gameplay. And so we will be following him on our journey. He also wanted me to check out, who was it? Top and mid, so I might make a few comments on them, but I'll mostly be focusing on the jungle. That's the point of this, is to comment on the jungle. So, okay, first things first, Jarvan. I don't know what the hell Jarvan's doing. He is not checking things out. We do not have any sight. Like, right now, like, he should be throwing a standard in this bush. He should be throwing it in this bush. He should be making sure everything's safe so that he doesn't get invaded. So there is the first mistake I see. He was also slow to get out. Here he started slightly late. Could have started earlier. Another thing too, we see that there's 4 people here. That's fine, actually. So no problem there. And who's he going against? He's going against Maokai. Okay. So he's letting Leona tank a bit. No big deal. He needs to be careful here, or Twitch is gonna steal it. Whoa, did he just smite? The fuck? Okay. First rule, don't smite. Don't smite the blue. Never. You need to be smiting the red so that you can get your red buff really early and start ganking. So there's a huge mistake right there. And it's something you see a lot of lower level players make, is they just won't smite, or they will smite the blue. Especially since he got a good leash. Like, he got a good leash. It's not like he was in a situation where he couldn't kill it. Like, his leash was fine. So there was absolutely no excuse not to just kill it. So that was definitely a mistake. He also was really late with smiting it. Like, if he was going to smite it, he should have smited it about 5 seconds earlier. So those are some really large mistakes. It puts him behind in the jungle. It makes it so his ganks are later. He's not going to have as big of an effect on the other lanes. And on top of that, it makes him susceptible to counter invades, because at this point, the enemy jungler could have already got his red, and he could be at Jarvan's red. And that brings us to, another mistake. You don't smite early, especially on the buffs. Especially early. Like, it's one thing to do it a little later, but doing it early like that, really bad. Because it's, like, if I would have been invading his jungle, and I would have seen him smite, I would have just, like, walked up, smited it, and tried to kill him. And he couldn't have done anything. And so that was definitely a really big mistake on his part. Also, he didn't check the bush. So you always want to check this bush when you, especially when you're doing red, especially the first red. And he didn't do that. So that was another mistake. Here, he's trying to gank. Okay, so what he should have done here, because this is an easy gank, actually. Cassidy's pushed up too high. First off, he should have gone in already. Second off, he can go around. He can go up on this curvy bush and come around through the back and gank from the back. So one thing he did, he just sat there, and he didn't gank. He just sat there. Like, go in, put some pressure, do some damage, and then back up. Here, oh my god, what was that? Okay, so, Okay. So many things wrong there. First off, his QE was very badly done. It was really sloppy. It was really slow. Okay, here he's like, okay. So I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. Give me a second. Okay, so when he went in to gank Tryndamere, the first thing he should have done is he should have walked up and attacked him, and he needed to force some skills. So he needed to force Tryndamere to run away, and so that was one huge mistake he made. Instead, he walks up and he tries to QE Tryndamere, and Tryndamere flashes away. Instead, wait for Tryndamere to flash and then QE him. And what that does is it allows you to get the damage. Mid, he can kill Kassadin. Like, he can just straight up kill him right now if he lands his QE, but instead he backs up. So, anyways, with that top, that was really bad. He also just did a really bad QE. It wouldn't have hit anyways. It was like way off. Here, not terrible. Not a lot you can do there. His QE is really slow. It looks like he's not smart casting, so he should probably put his skills to smart cast so that it's more efficient. There. What the hell? Brand has cleanse. Oh my gosh. Brand's gonna turn around and kill Kassadin there. Here, okay, here. Jarvan needs to go in, man. Oh, he's a little low on mana. I guess he can back up. That's fine. Let's see what Jarvan is at. Okay, so he's got 22 CS to Maokai's 23. Not that big a difference. Once again, like, this Brand. Focus on Kassadin. In fact, Kassadin has no freaking health. Why are you trying to kill Maokai? Let's see. Okay, so he's farming. This is exactly what you want to do is jungle. You want to farm, like, when your teammate dies and there's no one to take the mid, you should take it because it's valuable experience, it's valuable gold, and it's really helpful for a jungler to have it. Now, obviously, you need to consider, do I want to push this lane or do I want to keep it frozen? In this case, I would have said you want to keep it frozen. Simply because Kassadin should have been back by now, but he's not going to be back because it's bad. But normally speaking, if the people were good, you probably would have wanted to freeze that and not push it. But it's okay to push it. I mean, that's a pretty normal thing to do, so not that big a deal. Here, this should be getting pushed. Like, he should be pushing this really hard. Alright, so 7.5 minute mark. Something you can always keep track of, like, blue is going to spawn around 7:10. Red is going to spawn around 7:40. Unless, wait, okay, never mind. It's not going to spawn at 7:40 because he smited blue. But normally, if you don't smite, it'll start around 7:40. Okay, first off, he just took blue. He did not give blue to Brand. Generally speaking, you want to give blue to your mid. Now, I realize that this elo is like bronze, right? But like, still, it's a good idea. Another thing too, Jarvan hasn't bought yet. Not a huge deal, but he's level 6, and he really should have bought by now. He should definitely back right now. I guess he can get these wolves, but after these wolves, he really needs to back. How much gold does he have? He has 1,400, which is enough to get quite a few things, depending on where he wants to go. Yeah, he should back. He should be backing right now. Wait for it. There it goes. He waited too long in the back. You gotta be quick. You gotta react quick. Like, he just spent 2 seconds standing in a bush, and it may not seem like a lot, but that can be the difference between a kill and not getting a kill. So it's really important not to like waste time standing somewhere, especially just like here. What the hell is he doing? He's been here for like 10 seconds. He should be like over here already. Like, he should be down here. I don't know what he's doing. He's really slow. Let's see. I'm sorry if I'm ragging on you. I really am. Like, I apologize in advance. I'm just telling you what I see, so I'll try not to be a bastard and be nice, but there's definitely a lot of things to improve here. Once again, smite it early. You don't want to do that. Smite when it's like when you're gonna kill it. Like essentially, you want to wait until like when you smite it, it's gonna die, and it's just got enough life lost so that it's gonna die. Not so like you don't want to have any spare life. Is what I'm saying. And here, Jarvan is wandering in the jungle. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's okay to do this sometimes. It would be good to have wards though. He doesn't have vision of Maokai, so a little bit dangerous, especially since mid is losing. It's actually a lot dangerous because mid's losing, and Kassadin's one of the most mobile mids in the game. And so it can be very dangerous here. Here, he gets a nice QE off. He's good. He shouldn't have used that quite yet. He should have done 1 or 2 more auto attacks before he ulted, but not too bad. Let's see. And these guys are chilling here. Just wait for the Kassadin. Oh my gosh. Okay. You missed QE. Like, you should have been able to hit that. And here you guys are chasing. Use your Q, use your Q. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, there, when you're chasing like that, all you have to do is use your Q on Jarvan. Like, that's it. Because Jarvan's Q is on a short cooldown, so he waited too long. If he would have just used his Q to poke Kassadin, he could have killed Kassadin. Let's look at his skill build. How is he building? Not terrible. But, oh yeah, here, like, no wards, you died. Okay, so, Jarvan's build isn't that bad. 4, 1, and 1. I generally like to go, build Nagus at level 8, and then just level up my Standard and my, Dragon Strike back and forth, with Dragon Strike being the priority. He got build Nagus a little earlier. Not that big a deal. Just, you know, build preferences. Here, Kassadin is dummy, and he like runs in and takes a lot of damage. I think Brand could have punished Kassadin more there, so Kassadin got up pretty late. So here, like Kassadin just goes in, trying to stun him, try to slow him. With Top's doing pretty good. Well, it's Quinn versus Trendemir. Quinn just stomps on melee champs top, like it's not even funny. So, if he was losing, it would be really bad. Let's see. He's 4-0-0, like, he is doing great. Let's check this out. Let's check this place. Oh! Okay, Quinn could have chased harder there. Like, put more pressure, because Trendemir just used his twirling thing to run in on you, so he didn't have it up, which means you could have chased and put more harass on. So, you know, a small thing, but it's important. Those trades are what win and lose lanes. As far as our jungle is concerned, he is wandering around the fields of justice. He has 55 CS to Maokai 64, so he's slightly behind. Not that big a deal. He did die. But not amazing either. Okay, here, he should definitely be giving Brand this blue. It's one thing to take the first 2 blues, it's a whole nother thing to take the 3rd one. Especially on a jungler like Jarvan, who really doesn't need blue, like, really doesn't need it that bad. Like, it's good on him, like, it's handy. Okay, here, Jarvan should go in bot. Like, he's going mid to farm this. He needs to go bot. Like, this is where the action's at. Like, he can even, I think he can even see Kassadin. I mean, I can see both teams, but Kassadin, I don't know why Kassadin went mid. He should have come bot and tried to kill bot, but anyways, so he didn't. Here, Jarvan should QE. Go, 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 go! Okay, never mind. So, you could have QE'd Kassadin right there and done a lot of damage to him. Instead, you let Kassadin get free damage on you. Here, you missed your QE completely. Need to work on that. It's really, really important, especially with Jarvan. Jarvan is an interesting champion in that he's very easy to learn, very easy to pick up, but his skill cap is one of the highest skill caps in League of Legends, because if you have to land your QB, and if you don't land it, you're gonna have issues. You're gonna lose. Here, he needs to QE. He should have QE'd a lot earlier. I don't know if it was on cooldown, but like, he QEs earlier, and he can stop the damage on the Brand. And then Brand could ult, and it would be all good. Brand should have tried to ult there anyways, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Gosh, driving me nuts. Come on, camera. Come on, get it together, camera. So right now, Quinn's really fed. Like, she's by far the most fed person on both teams. And that's great. But the problem with Quinn is she kind of falls off. Here, Jarvan's going to farm his jungle. That's fine. And he should, oh, okay, he sees Trendamere. Okay, you don't want to 1v1 Trendamere. Just go take your red. I don't know what Trendamere's doing. Another thing, I don't see any wards in your inventory. He doesn't have a single ward. Like, it's really, really important in jungle the ward. I haven't seen you this jungle ward one time the whole time he's been playing. Okay, not terrible. Could be better. Like, you could have QE'd first and then ulted after a few attacks. Not a huge deal, but just something to consider. But yeah, back to wards. You need wards. Like, warding's really important. Here, he could have QE'd in. Like, that would have killed Kassadin. Like, Kassadin died anyways, but like, it could have been an easier kill, is all I'm saying. But yeah, back to wards. As a jungle, one of your jobs is to ward. That is a really important job. Warding is what wins games, and I'm not joking around about that. Warding wins games. And he has not bought a single ward, he has not placed a single ward this game that I have seen. And that's a problem. Another thing, I don't really like Madrids on Jarvan, but, you know, if he wants to do it, he can. Not that big a deal. You know, just my personal preference. I like Spirit of the Little Lizard Elder. I think Talisman, I think that's what it's called, Talisman. Locket of the Iron Solari. That's a good item. That's a good Jarvan item. But, okay, let's ask ourselves, is that an item we want Jarvan to have in this game? Well, what do they have on their team? They have a Kassadin, a Maokai, and a Morgana. These are all AP. They have Easy and Trendamere. Those are AD. So this is a very balanced team comp. They're a pretty good split between AD and AP. This means that we're going to want to build both AD and AP. Or sorry, armor and magic resist on Jarvan. So the next item Jarvan should get would be definitely be Bulwark. But he's not going to get that because Leona's getting it. So then, like, Hex Drinker would be a good choice here. Also getting, do you need MR boots? Probably not. I would get armor boots. Because even though there is magic damage, the armor boots are so good against Trendamere and Ezreal, especially late game. I don't agree with Brutalizer at all on Jarvan. Also, Jarvan's been sitting in base for like 20 seconds, which is way too long. He should have been out of there like within 2. So, wasting time. Once again, time in the base is time not farming. But like, yeah, so here he probably should have gotten armor boots and started building Hex Drinker. I don't like Brutalizer on Jarvan in general, but I definitely don't like it here. Alright, here, this is fine. Oh, he missed though. Oh, more. Oh, yeah, there you go. Good job. Back up. Perfect. Yeah, so here, CS defend. Like, he's got to get... He's obviously not using Smartcast. He needs to get Smartcast. It makes a really big difference. Like, because the efficiency of your QE is drastically reduced when you don't use Smartcast. It's way too slow. That's what I'm assuming is happening, unless he has really slow reflexes. I don't know. But, yeah, so that's something to make note of. Here, what's he doing? He waited another 2 seconds. Get going, man, get going. Do not waste time. The more time you waste, the less time you have to get money. Once again, waited another 2 seconds. You know, so I don't know how many seconds have been wasted so far. Probably about 30 this game, maybe 35. But you know, it's a meaningful amount of time. Once again, smited too early. Do not smite there. Also, give Brand blue. He should have blue, not you. Especially now. Here. Let's see. Going to defend mid. This is perfectly fine. That's what you want to do. Defend mid. Kill that, kill that. Okay, you just missed CS. Make sure you're CSing, right? If you miss CS, then that hurts you. Get the fuck out. Good job. Sometimes you just gotta let a tower go. And that was one of them. Quinn is split pushing. That's perfectly fine. Actually, it's really good. So, Quinn is top, wants to split push, and she wants to put a lot of pressure top so that the enemy is forced to react to her. It would be great if she could not die, but sometimes you die, you know? You're split pushing, sometimes you die because you're solo. Another thing, Dragon hasn't been taken. It's 20 minutes into the game. I would say, normally speaking, in like 95% of my games, if the Dragon hasn't died by 15 minutes, it's a real shocker. Dragon is usually dead by this time. And the thing is, though, Jarvan hasn't ganked bot. So bot hasn't been ganked at all. And so he hasn't been able to get an opportunity to take Dragon because there hasn't been a situation where there's a balance of power that shifted. Now here, this is a case where you actually could have Dragon because you knew that Maokai and Tryndamere were both top, and so you could have snuck a Dragon. On top of that, you know that Dragon is pinked because you can see that pink word there, right? And so this is an opportunity where you could definitely have taken Dragon. And so here, you know, we miss out on a Dragon opportunity. And we'll see what happens, but it's a big deal. As you can see, purple's ahead, but it's not like a dominating lead by any means. I definitely think, in general, bottom is a more important lane. So, after the first, you know, you can gank top a little bit, especially early. Like, it's perfectly fine to gank top quite a bit within the first 5, maybe 10 minutes of the game. After that, you should really be focused on bottom and on mid, and because that's where dragon control comes. And if you don't focus on those lanes, you lose dragon control, and they're able to take a dragon. So here, look at where Jarvan's at, and look at what they're doing. Jarvan should be bot right now, because they're in Purple's in a situation now where they may get dragon here, but they may not because Maokai can smite steal it. So they do get it, but against the better players, like this could have been really, really dangerous for bot lane. So here, once again, like, gotta work on your accuracy on the QEs. Like, it's all over the place. Here, Tryndamere is waiting in the bush, but you don't know that, so whatever. It is what it is. Here, get out, get out, get out! QE, QE, QE! Oh my gosh. You don't have boots. See? See? Here's where it bites you in the ass. It's especially important to have boots on the jungle, because jungle is always moving around. It's not as big a deal to have boots on if you're top lane or if you're mid. Well, maybe not mid, but if you're top lane or possibly bot. Here, yeah, back off. There's no need to go. Or not. Yeah. Okay, so he's chasing too far. This is a case of he's gonna die because he's greedy. Unless Quinn is so fed that she stomps everybody, which is possible. No, I think she's gonna die. Yeah, so there, Jarvan got way too greedy. Back out, you got a kill. You're ahead. You don't need to stay. No need to stay. Here, what happened? Oh, so bot's pushing, that's great. You know, so one thing this team's doing a really good job of is they're split pushing really well. Top did a good job pushing, bot has done a good job of it. I really haven't felt like Brand has as much of an impact this game. I don't really know what Brand's been doing this game. He's got 69 CS, which is terrible, and he's got 4 deaths. He's doing very bad this game. Like, I'm not sure what happened. Like, he was just never mid. I don't know, man. Maybe a little too aggressive. This is all, yeah, so it's a little bit funky there. Jarvan's DSing fine, so that's good. Looks like he's going to his flip. You know, once again, like Jarvan didn't help Brand out very much either, right? So Jarvan went mid to gank, and he didn't gank. He didn't even put pressure on mid. He just kind of sat there. Here Jarvan is taking blue, which is fine. No problem. Looks like he's building Blade of the Rune King. I personally prefer Ravenous Hydra if you're going DPS. Jarvan's not really behind. He's actually doing decent in farm, so it's not a bad idea. There, you want to QE in first. One of the issues... Okay, I don't know... Oh, why? Okay, I don't know why he flashed there. He could have QE'd to easy pretty easily. Here, you could be dodging. Like, he could have dodged around so he didn't get hit with easy skews over and over. So here, he could bait it and go in. Like, I think his QE's up, but he could QE. He could have QE'd to easy, really easy. So, that was a mistake. Just mechanics-wise, this Jarvan definitely needs to work on it. Like, there's a lot of things he can improve. How quick he is, how responsive he is, how well he does things. There you go, that was a good one. See, use that Q. Use that Q. That's how you use that jump. As far as Blade of the Rune King is concerned, I don't like it that much. I really don't. On a jungle. Top lane, it's good. Jungle, I don't like it. If you're fed, I like Ravenous Hydra more. Once again, smite it early. Another thing, he still doesn't have boots. He needs boots. Like, he really needs boots. Another thing, he has no magic resist, so he's gonna get clobbered by Kassadin and Morgana. And even Maokai, possibly. I don't know how they're building. Maokai is actually building some DPS now. Not a ton, though. That was interesting. This works out. Like, we did alright. But I would have said, like, instead of Brutalizer, get Hex Drinker. Especially as a jungler. Jungler is really meant to be much tankier. And so, like, if the jungle isn't tanky, then it can be a problem. Here, Quinn's playing great. Quinn's doing a really good job this game. Definitely their MVP is Quinn. I would say Singe is probably doing the worst on the team. Let's see what he buys. Once again, too long in the pit. Still no boots, and he just bought a giant spell. He could have bought boots, like, really easy. Look how slow he's moving. Like, once again, it's more time wasted, right? So, if you don't have these boots, it's not a huge deal to have boots on Jarvan, but it is a huge deal from the viewpoint of it takes you longer to get to places. So, it takes you longer to get to farming, it takes you longer to help in a fight. And so, that's one reason to get boots. They're also really good investments. Like, you pay 1,000 gold, you get 10% reduced damage. Like, 10% total reduced damage. If you go... sorry. If you go Ninja Tabbing. If you go Merc Treads, you get 35% reduced CC, and you get really nice resists. Oh my gosh, that QE. So here it's just, I don't know what's going on. See, he's not going to catch anyone. He's just going to die. Once again, a little too aggressive. Play it smart. You don't need to kill people all the time necessarily. I mean, it's perfectly fine to do damage and force them to go back to base. I would say that blue will probably end up winning this because they scale better. Tryndamere scales really well. As far as objectives, second dragon hasn't died yet. It's 30 minutes in. I would normally expect to see at least 3 dragon deaths already. 30 minutes in, so this is a little unique for me. Blue team, or purple team's doing a great job pushing towers. Doing a really good job. Jarvan still hasn't warded. Not a single ward from Jarvan. Luckily, the support's doing a pretty good job warding, but you know, it really pays to help. Baron isn't warded. 30 minutes. You need to be starting to think about Baron. Looks like they're considering doing Dragon now. And as you can see, the blue team has absolutely no wards. Well, I take it back. They have 2 wards here. And otherwise, they don't have anything. But they know something's up. Once again, Jarvan's taking blue over Brand. I get it, Brand's doing terrible, but Brand should really get blue. Okay, so don't waste your standard. If you're going to use it, use it. If you're not, then don't. So, I don't know what that standard did exactly. Okay, these guys are chasing for 4v5. Like, if blue was smart, they would just stomp over it. But they're not, so purple's gonna win. They're pushing fine. So here they should try to push the tower down. Actually, it might be a good idea to back. So this could be a throw. So this is a common thing that happens. A team wins a team fight, they come out ahead, and then they push a lane, and they end up. Ooh, shit. Okay. And then they end up all dying, and they give up Baron. That's not gonna happen here because Tryndamere just like suicided. But it's something to think about. As you can see here, there's not a single ward up on the map for purple. You never want that. If you look at what people have in inventory, the only one who has a ward on purple team is Leona. So never a good thing. Because what happens if you don't have vision, then if you're trying to farm and then someone catches you, you don't even know it's coming and you just die. As opposed, and that can throw the game, especially as you get later and later in the game. It can throw the game. Jarvan's chilling here for a little bit. Ah, there he goes. So Quinn is split pushing bot. That's fine, but it does mean Quinn needs to be careful. There's also no wards, so they don't really know where anyone is except for Tryndamere. Well, I guess they know where Cass is. Yeah, they're alright. Quinn's in a good place, actually. No joke. Here, another miscuey. If you're gonna do that, go in. Generally speaking. Maybe not always, but.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So, blue just like let a purple take him head. This Quinn is carrying hard. Twitch is doing pretty damn good too. Let me see, does blue have any wards here? Blue has no wards. Okay, blue should have warded this. Like, I don't know what blue was thinking, but like, really, really bad of them not to lose there. So that was a huge misplay. So here it's pretty easy for blue, or purple, because they're really starting to get up in gold, and blue isn't coordinated. Apparently this game just ended, so it will be over soon. Oh my gosh, Quinn is taking another turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I don't know what blue's doing. Oh, they're all dead, never mind. I don't know what purple's doing. Why isn't everyone pushing?
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Like, oh. This Quinn is doing work, man. She's doing so much work.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, so another missed QE. You wanna land the standard on the person, because otherwise it doesn't do as much damage. Anyways, okay, so I'm sorry, I was getting a little bored at the end. So that is a bronze match, I think, and you can see there's a lot of things that the jungle needed to improve. Like, he had multiple opportunities to gank and he just didn't do anything. He should have been bought more. He should have had more dragon control. He should have warded. His build was poor. He definitely needed to get boots. What else? I could probably go on and on. Like, there were quite a few things that needed to be improved. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my first time casting someone else, and I'm gonna keep trying to do this. Keep trying to get anyone and everyone who wants to listen to this, or who wants to get their game casted. I'm perfectly happy doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it was definitely fun, especially early. And I'm signing off. Thank you.